Greetings and salutations, YouTube. It's Hadrian here. Welcome to a new video. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a handbag rehab, so I'm really excited. I have the item right here in my hot little hands. I don't think I ever did like an unboxing for this, so we're just going to do like a little one right now while, like, I've already seen it, but I mean, I wanted to do a dramatic unveiling, I guess. But if you guys love thrifting, thrift hauls, vlogs, unboxings, handbag rehabs, all that fun stuff, don't forget to subscribe, hit that little bell button so you're notified when new videos do go up. Add me on Instagram, itsHadrian, just like it's spelled here. Check out my shop, itsHadrian.com, to see what I have for sale for my thrifting adventures, where this item may or may not be for sale. I don't know if I'm going to keep it for sure, but we're going to be doing handbag rehab, and I cannot wait to do that with you guys. So let's jump into it. I purchased this, I don't even remember exactly where I purchased it. I literally bought this like last year, and then it was just such a busy time for me that I never got around to doing anything with it. But so here it is. It comes in a little box. You probably know what it is already. If you guys want to guess, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think what it is before we open it. But here it is, Saint Laurent, and there you go. Anticlimactic. It's just like right there. So this is just a little YSL card wallet in pink. It's beautiful. It's super cute. The only thing is it came and it's like literally it's sticky. Like, can you hear that? I know there's like the sound of someone gardening, like mowing their lawn or blowing leaves or something in the background, but you can literally hear my finger like sticking to it. So I don't know what exactly they did. I don't know if they were trying to clean it or something, because I know like some cleaning detergents can ruin the finish of a bag or a wallet or like leather in general. Let me like, I feel like the color is like getting washed out. Is that better? Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna be actually painting this a whole different color. So what I like to do, like when I work with these types of like leather, this kind of leather, it's kind of like similar to the caviar finish on Chanel, right? And the finish of this is different than like a regular bag, like say like a Coach, like a vintage Coach bag. Though that leather is dyed, this kind of has like some sort of treatment on top of it, like it's kind of like painted on, kind of like with an acrylic paint. So that is how we're going to be treating this. So I don't know, like again, like I said, I don't know if anyone has tried to do anything to this wallet in the past. Might have tried cleaning it, trying to get it as bright as possible. I'm sorry. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I wanted to see if I can do anything about the stickiness. The stickiness is actually kind of good because then the paint will adhere to it better. But I just want to see if I can do anything about it a little bit more. And I'm actually going to be using a product. Actually, let me show you guys the products I'm going to be using first of all. First thing we're going to be starting off with is some Angelus leather prepare and deglazer. This is actually what we're going to use to kind of prep the surface for this, even though I think it's already prepped, because I feel like sometimes this is what like leather feels like after you've used this on it. So we're just going to use it again, and I'm just going to be using like a little Q-tip to apply on here and see how it fares with that. And then after that, we are actually going to be using some Angelus black paint. So we're going to be painting this black. I'm not sponsored by Angelus or anything. They are just my favorite. So if you guys are watching, I love you guys so much. Sponsor this video, please. I'm just kidding. But Angelus black acrylic leather paint. You can use other paints, but Angelus is just my favorite. It works best, in my opinion, on especially leather. This can also be used on fabric, and I really like that. So, and you can also use this if you have like an airbrush. You can use that you can use this paint in there as well. But we're just going to be using good old-fashioned paintbrushes for this. I just have some old ones right here that I have. And then we're going to get into it. So we're going to be trying the Angelus Leather Prepare first. And we're just going to be working on one side first. And we're just going to try it on this front side primarily. So here we have our YSL wallet, and I'm just gonna dip this in here. You can also use like a cotton swab or something to do this too, but let's see. Man, it's just like so sticky. I just like want some of the stickiness to come off. As you can see, some of this, like some of the paint is coming off on there already. So you just need like a pretty light coating. You don't have to like go too intensely over this. Plus I think this has already like kind of been cleaned or something with something else. So I think it'll be fine. But we're just doing this again all over just to be safe, just to make sure that our paint just adheres really nicely to this. And then before we do that, see these little pieces of string? We're gonna burn those so that way they're not in our way when we are painting. So this has removed like dirt and whatever could be on here, as well as any remaining finish. But yeah, it's still tacky, which is what I expected. Like that's literally how it feels after you use a product like this on leather. So there we go. Now to burn off the strings, you can use a lighter. I have one of these guys. I don't know, I just like that it has a little nozzle so you can direct it better. So we're just gonna burn that in, which is like perfect, so it like makes it stick. And we're not gonna be worried about how it looks kind of like charred or burned, because we're gonna be painting it black anyway, and you're never going to see that. So now that we have that done, that was very simple, very easy. And we're just gonna go in with the brush. This is kind of like a flat brush. I kind of modified it. I literally like made it like the base of it harder by like putting glue, and I used leather glue, and then just left the ends kind of like free. So like I don't know why I did that. You can buy brushes like that, but the bristles on here were just like so soft, and I wasn't really getting the kind of strokes that I wanted when I was doing this, and I didn't want to like buy another brush because I just wanted to start working. So that is what I did. Let me get the paint. I actually have a smaller bottle right here, which will be a lot easier for dipping the paint into. So yeah, still the same thing, still Angelus. I like to use the little bottles more than the big ones because these actually have like little applicators, but this isn't what I would use if I was going to do a paint job like this. So let's get into it. You can actually put a little bit of paint into something else, like a little paper plate, but I'm just gonna dip into there. So now that we're gonna start, okay, cross your fingers. I know like a lot of you guys are probably freaking out over this, but the wallet, when I bought it, I just thought it was gonna be pink, right? And they didn't say that it was like sticky or had anything else like really wrong with it. So when I got it and it was sticky, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to paint it. So we are literally just going at it. And I actually kind of just want to paint half of it so I can do like a cool before and after photo. But this is just applying like a dream. It's actually working very nicely. I am a huge fan of Angelus so much. So Angelus, if you're watching this, you guys literally make the best products in terms of like paint and leather dye for leather. So we're probably going to have to do like multiple coats, of course, though this is going on really, really nicely, but I don't think it's showing up like when I angle it like that. You can see that some of the pink is peeking through. That is totally fine. You don't have to be too like worried about the paint peeking through, because you want to do thin coats because you don't want it to look globby, So, and don't worry about getting it on the hardware if you accidentally get it on the hardware. That's totally fine. Later on, you can clean it up very, very easily with just some leather prep or some nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol. You can get that off very easily. So, do not worry about that at all. Let me just go into here as well. This is kind of like an art project. Half pink, half black wallet. Fantastic. And forgive, like, the sounds in the background. I think my mom is on a call upstairs in the office, and she's on the speakerphone. And I think they have her on hold, and they're just playing hold music. And then I think my neighbor's gardener is outside, and he's working, so... But we gotta get this done. I really wanted to film this for a while. And finally I found some time to do it. And I cannot wait. So, here we go. I'm actually just gonna take like a quick photo of this. And then I'm going to do the other side as well. I really just want this for the thumbnail. Okay, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back with the wallet. had to have like a little momentary, quick little photo shoot of this guy before I started working on the other side. Actually, let me do the top first. And I'm not like gonna be too worried about getting into like all of the fine crevices at this moment, because we are gonna be going over this multiple times. I think I want to do definitely 2 coats. We'll see how it looks after, but because it's so sticky, it's just like gripping onto the leather really, really nicely. So that's like one benefit of it being really, really sticky already. I don't know if they, I've also seen people kind of use like, you know, Clorox bleach wipes. I've seen people use that on their leather goods before, and it makes it like, it does the same thing to it. It kind of like melts the finish and makes it feel like weird and sticky. So... Oh, I got all quiet because I'm like trying to do the crevice. This is gonna look so good when it's done. I'm so excited, you guys. So yeah, be careful about the stuff that you use to clean your leather bags, especially when they're expensive. Like, I know this wallet was hundreds of dollars when it was first purchased. And yeah, you want to keep it clean, but you also want to make sure that what you're using to clean it is not going to be more harmful than good. Right? That's always the goal for when you're trying to clean or fix your handbags. You kind of have to, or leather goods in general, you have to have good products that you want to use, that you're going to want to use on them. So that way you're not going to ruin your items. And if you don't want to do it yourself, there are many places where you can have your items repaired, refurbished, and all that stuff. And unfortunately, I do not do repairs for people. I am just too, like, first of all, like, I will take forever because I'm always trying, like, I'm doing like a million things at once. And also, I'm just like too worried about your item. Like, I don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna now to get into like the really tight crevices. We are going to be using this is like the small pointed brush. So we're gonna use this to get into these tight little crevices inside of the hardware, as well as the sides of the hardware. So we're just going in there, taking our time, trying to be careful. Okay. Alright, you guys, we did it. Now we're just gonna let this dry for a little bit. I think I'm actually gonna hit up the corners right there inside, like the ends of the pockets, and then we're gonna let it dry here a little bit. Alright, now we're just gonna let it dry and then we're gonna do our second coat. Alright, you guys, we are back. The wallet has dried. No more paint coming off there. So now we are going to be doing our second coat. Let me see if you can kind of see. You can tell. Yeah, you can actually still see it. I was like, is it coming up on camera? Let me like shine my light on it. Actually, when you shine the light on it, it looks way better. You can still see some of the pink coming through on there. So we're gonna do a second coat. So this is only with one coat. I think it actually might be good after just a second coating of paint, but we will see how it turns out. So Let's start here at the top. The top actually looks pretty good already. I'm just like so excited with how this wallet is turning out. It is looking fantastic. This is just like the time that I dyed that pink Chanel wallet, if you guys remember that one. That one was, the leather wasn't so damaged as it was like just dirty. And like that dirt was just ingrained in there no matter how much I cleaned it. So I dyed it and I dyed that one. Yeah, I didn't use acrylic paint. I used leather dye, and that one came out beautifully. And this one, we are using leather paint, and it is just looking just as beautiful as that other one. I just love the way it looks. It's coming out so nice. So I am like super duper excited for this, you guys. I don't even know if I can give this up anymore. I might have to keep it in the collection. And when oh man, I just got paint all over the brush. Whenever I do like a handbag rehab like this involved, I never end up wanting to sell the item anymore because I just get so attached to it, and I'm just like, oh, it's like a piece of my soul. It's like my baby. But yeah, oh man, this is looking really, really, really good. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Like beyond, this is like beyond my wildest expectations of how this is gonna look. You guys are like, Hadrian, calm down. But every time I do a handbag rehab, I'm always like so amazed with how things can look after just a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of hard work, and something can just be fully transformed, which otherwise would have just been discarded, you know? So that's why I'm a big believer in buying like secondhand items, especially handbags. When a bag is made of a good quality leather, it just, look at this one side right here, that is like good right there. You still see some of that pink coming through. So I actually might still do a third coat after this, just because I want it to be like fully saturated in the color, you know what I mean. But let's do this side right here. See, this is where it's like a little bit cloudy right there. Let me get some more paint and then I'll show you guys how. Okay, where is it? There you go. And then when we put that paint on there, man, that is looking so good. So excited. Oh, I actually thought the gardener was gone because when it was drying, he stopped using the leaf blower, but he is back with a vengeance. That's okay. You guys don't mind, do you? I apologize for if you guys can hear the sound, but I don't think it's too loud. I'd never be able to film any videos if I didn't film when there was like some kids screaming or someone working somewhere. This is a very lively house and neighborhood. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is looking like $1,000,000. I'm just so excited with how this is turning out. But I think all it needs is just one more small coat, and then we'll be good to go on this side. So if you guys remember, this is what it used to look like, and now it looks like that. That is so exciting for me. I'm loving it. So happy. I'm just going to let this marinate for just a little bit. Let it dry up. It doesn't really take that long to dry before it can be handled, then it doesn't have any color transfer or anything. So just getting the sides a little bit. Maybe about like 10-15 minutes, and then you can already do like another pass. And you can also like I actually cheated a little bit and I just used my hairdryer and just used it to warm it up and speed up the process a little bit, so you can definitely do that as well. But again, no need. It's looking fantastic though. Look at that. Even if I stop right now, I think it would be good, but I just want it to be like perfect, so I'm gonna do just one more pass over this, and then it's gonna be really great. So we're just gonna let that dry and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I gave it a good blow dry and it is literally looking so good. It's all dry now and no paint coming off of there at all, and we are going to just do one more coat. I feel like would be like perfect, but it's already looking so good, you guys. It is looking fantastic. I'm really excited. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Cannot wait. Again, there's the black, there's a front, back, front. It looks so good. I am very happy. Let me try to like fix this a little bit. I feel like my setup is looking a little wonky. There you go. Is that better? I think it's a little better. I try to turn on more lights, but it's like we're having a weird light situation here. Okay, so man, I hate when I get paint on the brush right there, because I'm like, anyway. Let's get to painting this. All I have to say is that it is looking so good. This last and final coat I think is going to make it look even better. And I'm gonna want to go super quick because I feel like the faster that you work with this, the better the finish looks, especially with the last coat. So I'm going to try and do this really quickly. But it just looks so beautiful, you guys. I am beyond happy with how this turned out. I just noticed that I didn't get into all the grooves right here. You want to just make sure to get into all the grooves of the stitching as well. Alright, I think we are now officially done with the exterior of the wallet. I think it's looking fantastic. This last coat I think is really going to give it, yeah, I think this last coat was like really needed because now it looks even better and it looks so like polished and finished. So I'm actually going to go blow dry this one more time. And again, like I said earlier, the most important thing when you're painting leather is going to be thin layers. You want thin, so even when you're working the first 1 or 2 times and you can see some of the color or like what the other color peeking through at the bottom, just let it peek through. You just need to add more thin layers, because the thinner the layers, the better the finish is gonna look and the less streaky it's gonna be, and it's just gonna look fantastic. So yeah, look at that. Like, it is a streak-free finish that looks really, really good. I'm very, very happy. And I'll be right back with you. And we are going to start on the back of the wallet. Alright, you guys, I am so super duper excited because this looks fantastic. Like, I feel like you can't even tell that this was ever pink at all, unless you flip it. So right now, we're going to get started on the back of this wallet. I was toying with the idea of maybe doing it a different color, but I was like, nah, let's just like keep it a nice classic black. Yeah, I just really like the black wallet. I think this just looks really, really fantastic. So we're gonna do the other side. So to get started, we're gonna be using the Angelus Leather Prep. I'm not going to really walk you guys through this anymore because we already did this. So I think I might just speed up the video now. Alright friends, we are back, nice and dried. You can see, let me see if I can zoom in some more. Nope, I can't. That there's still like pink peeking through again. This was just the first coat, and the other side we did 3 coats. So I definitely want to do 3 coats on this side as well. And with that being said, let's just jump into it now, shall we? And we are back. So nice and dry now, and we are gonna do our last coat. We're gonna do the corners last, just because I need something to hold on to when I dry it with the hairdryer. So yeah. Alright you guys, this is the finished product. I'm so super excited to share it finally with you guys. We did all the sides, we did the back, I even did the front like interior of the pockets right here. I don't even know if you can really see, but we did that. Though, I did leave like the little back part right here because I just want to be like, oh, this used to be pink, and then like, you know, but I did the front because the front's the most important. So, look at that, from pink to black. It looks fantastic. I'm so super excited. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done one of these like full transformation videos in a long time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down below what you guys want to see next. I'm trying to think of more handbag rehabs, or find more handbag rehabs for you guys that are like really cool, like this one. Maybe next time I'll do a different color. So let me know, what's your guys' favorite color? I was thinking something like yellow, because I just love yellow and I never find anything really great that's in a really great yellow color that I like. So maybe I'll do like a custom yellow wallet. I'm not too sure, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, let me know if you guys have done any cool handbag rehabs down below as well. Let me know. I want to start a conversation with these handbag rehabs, and hope you guys are learning a lot. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. I just keep rambling. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.